You woke up, and nothing was in its place. People speak another language. The culture is different, the world is different, and you are a stranger in it. Not an enemy. Not a guest. Not a local. Nobody. You look around and realize, you are no longer in the reality you thought was yours. It feels like it was deleted. And even if you go back, nothing is waiting there anymore. At first you try to fit in, to get used to it, to adjust to the local rhythm. But it's not yours. Here everything flows differently. As if someone slowed the timer down. You stand in line and feel how the world has stopped rushing. People move smoothly. They do everything measured, as if time is endless. But not you. You still live at the speed your old system trained you for. Fast, hard, for survival. Here it doesn't work. Here everything is different. And you don't understand, is something wrong with you, or did you fall into a simulation of an old, slow version of the world? At first you get angry. Then you get tired. And then you begin to observe. You notice, things appear next to you when you think of them. You need housing, and suddenly it's there. You need work, and it shows up. You need something specific, and it seems to appear from nowhere. You stop forcing. You just set an intention, and it starts drawing itself near you. As if the system is waiting for you to say what you want, and instantly paints it by your side. At some point you realize, you weren't just thrown here. You were chosen. Chosen to load a new reality. To become the attention that writes the code. You weren't taken, you were appointed. And now the only question is, what will you do with it? You thought it was all random. That life is chaos. That you were simply pushed out of your old reality. No explanations. No meaning. But now, months or years later, you begin to understand, there was a plan. Not punishment. Not karma. Not justice. A call. The world no longer works like before. The old mechanics are exhausted. You can't press the old buttons and get the old result. You enter an office, and everything drags, like in glycerin. You wait hours, weeks, sometimes months to solve what used to take a day. You look at these people, at their faces, at their movements, and it seems someone told them, you will live 300 years. No need to hurry. They just exist. And suddenly you get it, you are not part of this slow flow. You are the upload. The system needs you not to fit in, but to rewrite. You are not a random guest, you are a conductor. Your task is to draw the reality where the impossible becomes possible. The matrix switched mode. It's no longer static. Now it is adaptive. Alive. Responsive. And its most important command is not the cat, it's your attention. You noticed it, you thought, and it appeared. You wished, and it came. You trusted, and what once took effort arrived on its own. It's enough to focus, and events begin to change. Reality's form bends to you. A gym that wasn't there yesterday, already open. A building you searched for, already built. The person you wanted to talk to, suddenly meets you on the street. The program you needed, found. The world reacts. It watches you. It craves your choice. But don't rush to celebrate. You are not just a wizard. You are a responsible user. Every decision of yours is code. And it's stored in the memory of the world. The old matrix no longer loads. It is turned off. Only its phantoms still wander the streets. People stuck in news, in fear, in gossip, in patterns. They live in an echo space, in a fog of the past. But not you. You are already in the upload of the new system. You are one of those who must draw what this world will now look like. And if you choose nothing, nothing will appear. The matrix does not supply by default. It waits for a command. And the command is you. Formulate it, and it will appear. Feel it, and it will materialize. Believe it, and it will manifest. Don't think this is only about those who were thrown into another country. The matrix updates everywhere. And every person, no matter where, now stands at the point of choice. You could stay in your hometown, in the same apartment, with the same passport and neighbors. But inside, everything is already different. Because the old system no longer gives support. You feel it in your body, in your thoughts, in your perception. Something quietly broke. And now the world will either be created anew, or you will stay forever in a loop of waiting, complaints, and endless news. The matrix doesn't ask if you moved or not. It asks something else. Where are you looking? If you look into the TV, you remain in the copy. If you look into yourself, you connect to the new firmware. Two different routes. Running in parallel. But only one is alive. The other, an echo. A repeat. The old matrix lives only in minds. There everything is cyclic. News. Fears. Disasters. Blame. And the new one, illogical, living, fluid, created. You wake up in the morning and instead of asking, what happened in the world? You ask another question. What do I want to create today? That's the point. You are not an observer. You are a generator. You are not a cog. You are the interface. You are not part of the system.